Hello, beautiful Libra. Thank you for being here. My name is Jaden, and this is Lighthouse 36. Today I'm doing a general reading for the Libra Collective for mid-June 2026. All right, let's get started. Spirit, what energies can the Libra Collective expect for mid-June 2026? Please speak to us through these cards. Thank you. Wow, fulfillment of wishes. Whoa, accelerated motion. We're off to a very good start here, Libra. Spiritual strength. And one more, please. One more. One more, Spirit, please. And a new beginning. Wow. What a beautiful spread. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, let's get some clarifiers. Spirit, please clarify fulfillment of wishes. Please clarify accelerated motion. I'm sorry, I should have said what cards you have here. So fulfillment of wishes is the Two of Wands. For accelerated motion, we have the Three of Cups and the Seven of Pentacles. Okay. Spiritual strength. Wow. The Six of Swords. Oh, there's one more here. And the Nine of Wands. Yeah. Okay, and new beginnings. They're just flying out of here. The Knight of Pentacles and the Four of Cups. One more, please, Spirit. One more. One more. The Sun. Wow, what a reading, Libra. I'm excited for you and for me because I'm a Libra too. Okay, wow. All right, let me just take a few deep breaths and ground myself, and I encourage you to do so too. Oh, just connecting further with the cards and the messages and with Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, so Libra, I see here there's something that you've been wishing for, okay? Um, there's a discontentment here with your current situation, with a current situation, with your present situation. Um, there's something that you're not happy about here. And here I get that with the Four of Cups as well. There's something in your current life, like currently, that you're not happy about, okay? And you're dreaming of more. See how she has her back turned on this wand. She's holding this wand, looking out the window. There's something that you're wishing for. So you could be praying hard on this for some time now. You could be trying to manifest this, maybe with the law of attraction to manifest it in some way. Just something that you think about all the time that you really want for yourself. And this card here, the accelerated motion, it's like an Eight of Wands card, but it just really makes me think of the Star card because she's looking up at the star here. It's like a wish coming true, okay? So to me, these two cards together are like a double confirmation of a wish coming true that you've been wanting for a long time. It's like with this treasure chest here, it's something that you weren't open to, like you weren't able to access before. You weren't able to open this treasure chest before, and now it's like it magically opens up for you somehow. And it's just shining whatever's in there, okay? It's going to make you very, very happy. Um, and it seems to be coming in quickly, okay, with the accelerated motion here, which is the Eight of Wands card, as I mentioned before. Um, it seems to be coming quickly at the middle June, towards the, between middle June and end of June. It seems to be coming very quickly here, and it's cause for celebration, okay? Whatever this is that's coming in, this wish, you're going to be celebrating it for sure, with friends, with family, with your spiritual team. Your ancestors are going to be celebrating it. They're very happy for you. It's like it's generational, your ancestors, you're achieving something that your ancestors were not able to do. Okay? But certainly the work that they've done has made it easier for you somehow. Okay? Um, and there's a celebration here. Whatever this is, I see that you're going to continue to nurture it, or this is something that you've been nurturing for a long time, maybe through manifestation practices, like I said, or just thinking about it or praying on it. It's something you've been nurturing for a long time, and you're going to continue to nurture it once it comes in, so it grows bigger and bigger and bigger. Whatever this is, it's required a lot of spiritual strength on your part. Um, uh, you've really had to be patient, and tap into your spiritual strength here. I have the impression that you're a very spiritual person, whoever's watching this video. And that doesn't necessarily mean religious, okay? But it's kind of like you took a stand. You said, this is what I want. And you've stayed consistent about what you wanted, okay? And the universe is now granting this to you. Um, you've took a stand. This is what I want. Even when the odds were against you, even when it looked like this is never going to happen, you've stayed true. This is not to say you didn't have your moments of weakness, okay? We all do. We're human. But you took a stand, like, this is what I want, universe. This is what I want for myself. Um, and it required a lot of spiritual strength, okay? And now spirit is guiding you. Like, things may have been working against you. You've been in very turbulent waters, okay? And now spirit's taking you to calmer shores, guiding you. You've been through a lot, actually, and my heart really, really goes out to you, Libra. You've been through a lot, okay? And to some people, it's going to seem like this was some kind of like overnight success, or you just got lucky. But no, this is not the case. You've been working on this for a long time, and it's required a lot of spiritual strength, okay? And spirit is now answering your call, okay? You're answering your prayers. And there's definitely a new beginning for you here. Um, you know, but there's I can see here with the Knight of Pentacles and the Four of Cups, there's a pause here. Now that this has come in, where do you want to go? There's a pause here of some sort. So I've just realized that I'm not giving any examples, and I like to give examples so you understand what I mean. Here's the Sun card, okay? This is happiness with this new beginning. Um, so um, I'm not the type of person who believes that it's impossible to win the lottery. Of course it's possible. People win it all the time. And I've seen examples of people winning the lottery throughout my entire life. About 6 different people that I've known or heard of, through family relations or friends. And, so maybe you've been wishing for this lottery win, or for more financial abundance, or for some kind of financial settlement to come in for you, okay? And it comes in, okay? So this comes in for you. And now you're like focusing on, okay, I want to nurture this. I don't want to just go blow all this money that I've won. Okay, what do I want now for my future? Okay, what new plants, what have I planted in the past? What seeds have I planted and grown? And what seeds do I want to plant in the future to grow? Um, you know, I wasn't happy with this wands here that she's got her back turned to. I don't want to create that again. So what do I want for my future? Um, you know, uh, it could be a relationship that you've left behind a relationship and a new relationship comes into your life, or a new job comes into your life. There was something that you weren't contented with in the past, okay? And there's a reflection period here, um, for you taking the time, okay, now that this wish has finally come true, what do I want for my future? And it's like, now that you know your own power and that you were able to manifest this, okay, now you're like, okay, what else do I want to manifest? And you're taking this quite seriously, actually, okay? Um, so that's what I mean. And there's a lot of happiness here. There's a new beginning. Whatever this wish is that comes in, there's a new beginning here. A lot of joy, a lot of happiness, a feeling of lightness. Okay, um, like you're energized. Excuse me. You may have been feeling very fatigued and exhausted, um, by whatever this wand was here that you've got your back to. Okay, no more of that. You feel energized, vitalized. Okay, um, um, very energetic and happy and excited about your future. Um, Yeah, I'm getting a message that some of you, this of course doesn't apply to everyone, may have entered retirement or are about to enter retirement, or maybe you've even lost a job, and you're like, what next? What next? And something really wonderful comes in, like maybe you weren't expecting to fall in love at your age, and you do, or you weren't expecting to make a new best friend or a new circle of friends, and you do. um, you know Whatever this is, it's divinely guided. Spirit is bringing this to you, taking you from turbulent waters to calmer waters. um, and there's a lot of happiness here, definitely a new beginning. If you're not happy in your current home, you know, maybe you're being, your landlord's given you notice that you have to leave, and you're like, you know, what, where am I going? What should I do? I've lived here for so long. But actually, you're being taken to a place where you'll be much happier, a new community where you'll be much happier. Yeah, just beautiful. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, let's get a message from some spirit animal for you. Spirit animals, what message do you have for the Libra Collective? What do you want them to know? Who will be walking with them during this period of their life? Who wants to guide Libra? Card fell down. Let me just get that off the floor. Oh, snow leopard. Wow. Okay, snow leopard, self-reliance. You are strongly independent and often solitary. Integrity is important for your best outcome. Cloak yourself with invisibility and walk with the shamans. Use your intuition and let your life unfold in silent perfection. Let me just see what Snow Leopard has to say. Let me just read it intuitively. Yeah, I'm hearing the word secret. I remember watching a documentary some time ago about the snow leopard. Like, they're very elusive. It's very hard to spot a snow leopard. They live very independently, like very much like a hermit, um, up in the mountains, and uh, their lives are very secretive. Okay, and I'm hearing the word secret. So, whatever this is that's coming in, Spirit wants you to protect it, okay? To keep it to yourself. Um, not share it with everyone. Don't go and announce it on Facebook, for example. Keep it to yourself, protect it. Um, and you are nurturing it. Like I said, you're cherishing whatever this is. But it doesn't have to be like a big public announcement. So, if you've won the lottery, okay, fine. You most likely are required by law, to have your picture in the newspaper and that sort of thing. But, you know, keep it quiet as you can. Like, don't then go announcing it on social media and doing interviews and all that sort of thing. Um, or if it's a new job, you don't need to tell everyone that, oh, I've got a new job, or a new partner, a romantic partner. You don't need to tell everyone. There's something here about protecting it and keeping it secret, for as long as possible. Okay, thank you, Snow Leopard. Let's get a message from Callie. I love this deck. I love the messages. Usually it brings the reading full circle. The artwork is beautiful as well, but some of the images don't really resonate with me in case you're thinking of purchasing this deck. I just wanted you to know that. They may resonate with you. That's why I don't always show the image. Callie, what message do you have for Libra? What do you want them to know? Two messages fell out. Okay, let's see what we have here. Okay, we've got Kapali. Tune into your spiritual power within you. Tune into the spiritual power within you. It is beyond what society understands and can offer you. It will nourish, protect, inspire, and guide you through any troubles. If your path is diverging from the original plans or is out of sync with those around you, trust in what is happening now, in what is happening, and know that you are within Callie's care. Yeah, so I think this is why the snow leopard has showed up. There's something here about you protecting yourself and keeping it secret, okay? That not everybody's going to understand what you're doing here. It's not mainstream. So if this has to do with a job, maybe you're leaving a very secure job that you've been with for a long time and taking a risk like starting your own business, or going to a job that perhaps doesn't have as much benefits and doesn't pay as well, but something you're passionate about, like working with animals, for instance, at a veterinarian clinic or something like this, or maybe you're going to go volunteer in another country for a certain amount of months, or even in your own country. There's something you're doing here that is considered a bit radical by others. But Callie is saying, like, go ahead. Not everybody's going to understand what you're doing. Maybe you win a little bit of money and you decide to quit your job, and so you can write that book you've always wanted to write. There's something here that's not mainstream, and they're asking you to protect it. Okay? Or, maybe you've left your husband of 20 years or your wife of 20 years and now you're dating someone new. Keep it quiet for a while there. And, maybe that person is outside of the usual type of person you would date or that your family would find acceptable. Or maybe you're going to, start a YouTube channel and do readings like I'm doing here, or something along something esoteric, and your family, doesn't believe in this sort of thing, and maybe think it's even sacrilegious kind of thing. Um, you know, so there's something here that you're doing that's not mainstream. Not everybody's going to agree with around you, and there's reason to protect it and keep it a secret for now. Okay. Um, okay, Krishna. You can have what you need and desire, but you must be prepared to enter into the sacred fire to make the appropriate offering. Shift from focusing on what isn't working to handing over all your concerns as a prayer offering to the divine. All can then be resolved and shall manifest according to the loving and generous grace. Yeah. So I'm feeling here that, sorry, just a moment, please. Yeah, um, there are people that you may have to leave behind because they're not meant to go with you where you're going, okay? So they may not agree with you. Um, and this is a hard part of the spiritual journey, and perhaps that's part of the reason as well why the spiritual strength card is here. There are people that you may have to stand up to, okay? Um, not everyone is meant to go with you. As much as you love them, not everybody is meant to go where you're going or understand what you're doing and where you're going. We're all learning our own life lessons. We're all on our own different timelines. Um, you know, that's what I'm feeling here about the sacrifice. Um, and also about just giving all your concerns to spirit. Let spirit, uh, guide you. Okay, there's an element of surrender here. It's kind of like that expression, let Jesus take the wheel sort of thing. Let spirit take the wheel. Okay, let them guide you away from whatever it is you're experiencing, whatever negativity it is you're experiencing right now. um, Let go and let God sort of energy. Okay, there is a new beginning for you, and the sun's going to be shining. There's wishes coming true, and they're coming in quite quickly for you. And there's something to be kind of like keep to yourself, be a bit secretive about, especially at the beginning. Protect it for a while. Okay, just beautiful. Thank you, Libra. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please show this channel some love by liking, subscribing, and commenting. I'm wishing you all the very best on your journey and sending you so, so much love. Bye for now.